In the town of Oakville, a fire station receives a call that a terrible fire started on the third floor at Wake STEM Early College High School. Current reports say that the fire started at 11:30 in the afternoon after students listened to Miss McDowell's mixtape. The firefighters quickly run to the scene of the accident. Fireman McElliott grabs his ladder in order to climb up to save the students on the third floor. He saw that the first step was 18 inches, the next 36 inches, and the next 54 inches. McElliott thought there must have been a better way to calculate the distance of the next steps, and it hit him, an explicit arithmetic sequence. He figured out it must be a sub n equals 18n, because each step was 18 inches apart. After realizing that there were 23 steps, he plugged it into his equation. Doing this, he realized the final step was 414 inches away. McElliott needs to know something else, however. He stated if I were to have to get a child from each level of the steps, how many inches would I have to travel? He thought to himself, and remembered that he could use the cumulative arithmetic series equation. Plugging in his values, he discovered before, with each step being 18 inches apart, there were 23 steps and that the final step was 414 inches away. He discovered that halfway up, the amount of inches he would have to travel is 4,968 inches. Halfway up, he didn't lift his foot the required 18 inches to reach the next step on the ladder, and he slipped and fell back a few steps. After the small slip, McElliott regained his balance and flew up the ladder yet again, confident in his steps, knowing each step was 18 inches apart. Once McElliott reaches the room to save the students, he is carefully monitoring the heat using his sixth sense that gives him the ability to measure temperature. He notices that the heat is rising 5% every minute. He needs to get everyone out before the temperature reaches 250 degrees, and when he stepped into the room, the temperature was 200 degrees. McElliott suddenly realizes that the scenario he is finding himself in is a geometric sequence. McElliott thought to himself, the temperature when I first came in here was 200 degrees. And the temperature has been increasing by 5% each minute. There must be a way to figure out when the temperature becomes too dangerous. It must be an explicit geometric sequence. If I plugged everything in, I figured out from now into the equation a sub n equals a sub 1 times the ratio to the power of n minus 1, it would be a sub n equals 200 times 1.05 to the power of n minus 1. Using this equation, I can discover that it would take 4.5 minutes until the temperature becomes too dangerous at 250 degrees. McElliott then discovered another issue. The students in a cumulative temperature of 1,000 degrees, because the amount of heat they would be exposed to is too high. He remembered using his cumulative equation for geometric series was S sub n equals a sub 1 times 1 minus r to the n power over 1 minus r. Plugging his previous discoveries of 4.5 minutes, the ratio of 1.05 in the initial temperature, he discovered that the cumulative temperature would be 982.1 degrees, meaning that the kids would be safe. Okay kids, we don't have much time. It's already 200 degrees in here and you will cook when the temperature reaches 250 degrees. Within the first 3 minutes, McElliott was able to get Susie, Mickey, and Georgie outside. It is now 210 degrees. Hurry up, everyone, or else we will all be fried. Everyone scrambled to the window, and with the next 2 minutes, McElliott saved Harry and Coralie. Okay, kids, it's now 232 degrees. I repeat, it is 232 degrees. Using my excellent math skills, I know we will only have 1 minute left, so everyone get out of here, or else we're toast. The last student hurried out within the next 25 seconds, and Fireman McElliott made it out in the last 5 seconds, just as the temperature reached 249 degrees.